Hi all. So we talked about the relational database management system, ERD, that is entity relationship model and normalization in the last two tutorials, and you must have learned them. Obviously, I will send you the exercise to do on the same. Now we are going to concentrate on the DDL commands. I suppose you must be remembering the DDL commands we have started learning. The thing is, whenever we talk about the DDL commands, here we talk about create table. Later we talk about the drop table, and later we talk about, after that, the alter table. Please keep it in mind, whenever we are using the DDL commands, we must use the word table inside it. Now it is giving me an error everywhere because the thing is they are not the commands. Okay, so we know how to create a table. So if suppose I want to find out what all tables are present, I'm going to give here select star from tab, and in MySQL it was show tables. Okay, so there are two tables at this moment. If I write here select star from tabs, it is going to give me all the tables which are related to the system. Okay, so all the system related tables it is going to give me whenever I'm going to give select star from tabs. Otherwise it would give me the number of tables whichever are present. So I'll use the clear screen. Okay, so I gave the clear screen command. What happened? It cleared all the screen. Fine. So we will be talking about the modify word in the create table, in the alter table. So there is one more command. So alter is alterations in the table. So alter table emp. I'll just see the things in the emp. This is my emp table. Okay, and it is containing row and the columns. I don't know whether there are any records. Let's check that. Okay, there are two records which I can see. So now I can see here that alter table emp add. Obviously there are three things. Add column. Let's see whether the word column works here or not, because in some of the SQLs column word is allowed, otherwise it is not allowed. So add column, I'll say the birth date and then date. Okay, it gave me an error for the column, but it works in the MySQL. So now let's see, the table has been altered, and we can see here, if I give DESC EMP, I can see here the table call. In that particular table we can see this particular column birth date. Okay, so I'll just take it down. Yeah, I can see that. Fine. So this is the date, but obviously it doesn't have any records at this moment because I just added it now. Okay, so select star from emp. If I do, I'll get the things uh, empty in front of the this particular birth date. Okay, so I'll have to add them by using update. I suppose you must be remembering the update. Update comes under the DML. Okay, so here I can make the changes. Yeah, we would do that. And now if I suppose I want to work on alter table again and I want to change the size, so if I say modify job varchar, I don't know how much it is. If suppose it is 10 or 15, I'll make it as 25. Fine, it changed this size, and if I give DESC EMP, I can see here it would be 25. But suppose if I make it 5, it will give me an error, because whenever the values are already present, it is not allowing us to make the changes. Fine, so this is about the alter table EMP modify. So this is with respect to alter table. We saw add, now we have seen modify, and in the same manner I can say drop. Okay, again I'll try this, and I want to drop the column, say job. Okay, yeah, it needs the column word over here. Okay, you can see that it allowed me to make the changes in this particular table in such a way that it allowed me to give that that particular column as DESC and now the job is not there. Okay, so we can see here there is no job column, so I dropped the column. So in this manner we learned about alterations in the table by using add three keywords, modify and drop column. Okay, they are the things which we learned. Okay, now if suppose I suppose you must have again the same thing, the same doubt or the confusion that there are no records in under b date. Okay, that is birth date. If I want to enter that, fine, I am going to say update. Okay, this would be DML query. So update EMP. Here the table word will not come. If I am using create table, alter table, drop table, it would allow me to make use of the word table in between. But here in DML we are not supposed to use the word table. It is allowed only in DDL. So update EMP. Set. Okay, I want to give here birth date. Please keep it in mind the birth date is to be given in single quote and in the DDMONYY format. The DD, suppose 9th, okay, July, first three letters, okay, and suppose if I give here YYYY, that is 4 times Y. Okay, after Y2K problem, we started using this 4 times Y. Please understand this, very important. Okay, now update EMP set birth date equal to 9 July 2000, where EMPNO equal to 1. Please keep it in mind. Please don't give E name equal to some name or salary equal to something. Otherwise, there can be the repeated names. There can be repeated salaries. Two people can have the same salary. Two people can have the same name. Everybody will not have the same birth date, but may not have. Okay, then that time it is better to use such column where unique records are there. So in the where condition, give the employee number equal to employee number or order number or maybe roll number, such type of columns. So here I gave it. Let's see whether it is giving me the correct output or not. No, it is giving an error because I gave EMPNO, it is ENO. Okay, so now if I give this, I can see one row updated, and after giving this I can see the record has been added over here under this. In the same manner I will have to add for this also. Fine, and obviously you might have a question now. If suppose there are 25 records and both that column has been added later, okay, how to add the records for 25 people, the various birth dates or their respective birth dates? Obviously we can execute the PL/SQL block, that is a procedural language. SQL doesn't allow us programming, that is if condition or maybe loops, okay, but that is allowed in the PL/SQL block, that is which we are going to see later. Fine, now this was about the DML query. Update comes under DML, alter and create table comes under DDL. Okay, now obviously if suppose I want to drop a table, fine, this is third query in DDL. So drop table, if I say the other table was, I suppose, EMP1, I want to drop it, so drop table EMP1. Fine, after giving this it gave me table dropped. So after giving this, let's see what is there in tab. So select star from tab, I can see only one table is present and that is nothing but EMP. Okay, before that there were two tables. So in this manner we learned today about the DDL queries, and in addition to that, making the changes in the rows that was possible by update query. Thank you very much. Stay tuned.